Welcome all to Joe vs. Al and Dwarf Fortress episode 37. We've got ghosts, mysterious attacks, and the Thrips return with their clap and hop technique. Al's kicking things off, so let's head on over to his fort right now.
Are you good?
Yes. I was born good.
Alright, so here we are at my fort in the Joe vs. Al Too Many Cooks Challenge. Here in the tent at the Great British Baking Show.
You are going to finish that roof.
Yes.
I plan on it.
So, little quick story about my personal playing. I have an invasion ongoing right now in sort of my own world, and not all of the guys came over the walls, but some of them did.
I think fortifications are sturdier than or less climbable than walls.
Really? You're just now telling me this?
I'm sorry, you've been...
Fortifications. What
guy who initially set off to drop a cave-in into his fort. We weren't exactly asking for real help. I'll look it up now. Invading walls.
Oh, we still need more.
Currently no... Oops, where'd it go? Can climb walls and in some cases swim rivers or moats. Constructions.
I'm gonna make a stone stockpile up here for the rest of the wall so it's less arduous to build with stone. I think that'll be a good idea. Alright, we got our weremammoth transformation. We had somebody... They can
climb on 1Z high walls. 2Z high walls would be fine, apparently.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, maybe we'll build that after we build our ceiling.
There's a lot of, wait, this just got updated. It's no longer correct.
We got a guy throwing a tantrum, and this one of my cooks, too.
Yeah. We've mentioned this a number of times. The moods are definitely harder to juggle. Way harder to juggle nowadays.
I guess I want to be on the... Wait, where's he at? Let me go to the announcement. We'll zoom to the unit. Mincot. Oh, boy.
I should discuss my evasion when I'm starting off.
You should. That's the thing you should do, Joe. So we're gonna what preferences?
I also haven't found like.
No, I don't want to add him to a squad.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get. I forget what the unit select thing is, and I lost him again.
What are you trying to do? V?
V. Yes, that's the one.
K.
General. I just want to see what his thoughts are.
Oh, Z.
Z.
Status.
Yes. Tremendous.
See, the thing is, I haven't exactly figured out how to.
Feels resentful after toppling something over? Oh, regretful. I thought she was resenting, like, man, I wish somebody hadn't dumped that thing over.
It appears that she's been haunted too much.
Yeah, or she's been thinking about being haunted, which is maybe kind of the same thing, really, if you get down to it.
Yes. Not to get too poetic, but...
What's our ghost situation like? We have a ghostly miner. Ghost. That's Bomrek Stonkulet. So we need to engrave a slab to him. I think we built slabs last week.
I think you even might have engraved some. But did you get another death?
I don't know. Okay, Alt-S, Bomrek. Oh, it says it has one for him.
No, it doesn't. No slabs, not memorialized, so it doesn't say he's a ghost, which is weird. I don't know what that's about.
Can I just engrave slabs for everybody?
Yeah.
Just like
anyone
they
who's dead
exist?
can have a slab.
Oh, so these are all my dead people.
Yes, that are not more. They're just somewhere. They're in the killing fields.
So they haven't been buried.
Nope.
Wow.
I mean,
I didn't realize we had
that might solve
so
it
many.
Too.
Well, okay, we'll do both. Rock coffins. We'll do like 20, I guess. Do I have any I can build? Yeah, we've got some we can build. We're just gonna pee this because it's
planning mode.
Planning mode.
Definitely should pee all over that.
And between what we already have and the ones we're building, that should fill up that
open?
wall. What do you mean?
Oh, sorry, I mean the ones at the top. Or have they been opened up for
check.
burial?
Just trying to distract me from, get me pausing from when I'm supposed
to
be.
Doing.
Full. You
have a lot of dead people, Albert. And there's that guy's table.
Yeah, I'm doing really well on the who can get the most dead guys challenge. I started off in the lead, which I think really, just like leverage that into just pulling way ahead.
I got to a point in my fort where I actually had to set it aside and let it run because so much stuff needed hauling and moved around and stuff.
Yeah.
I kept being like, oh, I could do this, I could do this.
You just get up and have lunch while the dwarves did their thing?
I slid it over to the other monitor and did some editing or something. It was just like, I can't. I gotta let the haulers catch up with everything.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of hauling on the food.
Yeah, you bought tons of stuff. That definitely started off my
excellent
falling behind my haulingness.
Let's see, what do we want to make here? Maize plants, I guess, and then these can be cassavas, whatever that is. This is
really
what? I really don't know.
Okay.
Did we talk about it last week?
We've talked about it, I think, 3 times now. Every time I say I think it's a melon, I remember now it's a starchy tuber, and a cassava is the melon. Yeah, your weirdo thing does not give you a lot of haulers. It seemed to be doing okay, but I guess when you buy an entire caravan, it throws things off a bit.
Well, food is also pretty essential to what we're doing. I'm actually going to take these guys off of food hauling so they can food other stuff, so they can haul other stuff.
What? Oh.
I should have sorted out. My cooks probably don't need to be on this list. They need to be cooking the food, not hauling the food.
You've got it now. Ugh.
Alright, he's still throwing the tantrum.
Yes, he is.
Now, all of these coffins got built, so that's nice.
Yeah, that was fast. I guess wooden coffins are kind of light. Turns out things made of wood are lighter.
What? You mean like, you think that the barrels are lighter than the rock pots, Joe?
It's possible. And they might hold more.
We don't really have any way of knowing, though.
No. Oh god, the episode I just edited, I think, was peak Albert Frenzy.
You're pretty far behind on those, aren't you?
Yeah. 3 or 4.
All right.
I'm not getting out one a week. That's not happening.
So, we want to... Is it Alt-S for a slab? Yeah, here we go. We're going to build some slabs.
It's beautiful.
Specific
dirt floor.
Slabs. This one is a memorial. Do we have any more that are... We have a lot of... Okay, there's a sandstone.
You do have a lot of slabs.
Ah! I hit escape. Did I? I think I built the wrong one, Joe.
Good.
So I'm going to cancel this one. X. That one.
Nice. Let's see if the ghost goes to rest.
That would be nice. Alright, we are out of logs, probably because we're using a lot of them on... not too many of them on the ceiling. We do have logs outside, so...
What?
A giant smug Das Pusmas
the giant smug Doospasmoos.
It's like a Dr. Seuss thing, right? Can you schmooze like a Das Pusmoos? Can schmooze?
That's bizarre.
A gigantic creature resembling a human, almost unparalleled in size.
If I Google that, is that going to show up?
Probably not, Joe.
I already forgot how to spell it.
DOS. POO.
DOS.
SMOZ. He's smug,
Did
too.
You mean Dosmo Osmos?
I love how he's like, well, you were watching movies. I was learning the way of the blade. I am Das Pusmas.
But it's the... This is a weird... I've never... Well, I wonder what Tylee gets.
He's right here.
He's an ogre. Yep, I see him.
So, can we... Let's see. Hair is extremely long. He is tall, weak, and skinny.
What is this thing?
He's like a giant Slender Man.
He's just a giant smug. He's a giant nerd.
He really is. He's like got these long gangly limbs.
Upturned nose.
His long nose, yeah. Giant chin. Hanging lobed short ears are flattened. That's probably not so bad.
He does have
His
dense
eyes
eyebrows.
are like stuck together practically. This is an ugly dude.
Yeah. I've never...
He's been working on his tan, though, so that's good.
Al brings us, flat out, the funniest cartoon ever.
Oh, I just loaded up the Dwarf Fortress wiki. There's a delightful cartoon of two dwarves talking to each other, and the one dwarf, looking very stern, says, "Ye engraved a picture of yourself eating cow cheese in me bedroom." And the second dwarf says, "Aye, what of it?" It's a visual medium.
And they've lost something in the... Welcome to my fort.
I won't be reading aloud any more comics. That was an experiment. Didn't work out. Joe and Al read Dwarf Fortress comments. That segment of the show is closed now.
Hatched.
I know a lot of you love it. You wrote in and you said we should keep it. It's just not justifiable anymore.
What is this guy doing? He died in here, huh?
I can't see exactly what. Let me make the screen bigger here so I can try to understand where you're at.
Wait, what's happening?
There's a lot of people. Okay.
Make room. Make room! Butcher? I'm a little confused. What's happening with that guy? Did I actually... Is this actually a... Yeah, this is my jail. Why did I build a statue here?
I don't know. You need to make the prisoners happy or something?
I don't know what's happening. That really threw me. My mayor needs stuff. Okay.
Speaking of mayors, I know this is going to be out of line, but I just remembered that in my playthrough I got started on a mayor's bedroom and then did nothing with that.
Yes.
So.
But you're jumping ahead.
I realize that, but I won't think about it at exactly the time code that it happens in my videos. So.
Wow.
Joe can edit it all together seamlessly.
In my playthrough, I've learned that a straight line of these things, they will be spikes if I pull the lever, is not great.
Why is that?
You need some twists and turns because, well, okay, I put my dwarves here in my personal playthrough, and as soon as a goblin showed up, they all went charging ahead, and then they all got stabbed by spears and died. So you kind of don't want your guys to be able to see the goblins too early.
Maybe you need a different lever, Joe. I know your fortress doesn't really have enough levers.
A different lever? What would that do?
Well, then the person pulling the lever wouldn't be there where they could see the goblin. Or is that not the problem?
Oh no, I just stationed my military there, just so that they could attack. They wouldn't get through into my fort, and my military, they don't stand still and like hold the ground. They go flying forward and
even if
attack.
You like put them in a burrow, they'll still dash out of there.
Well, that apparently didn't want to stay open for me.
A gremlin! Drive it away! But first open Dwarf Therapist!
That was weird. Where is it? Okay. I tried to sort by training and it crashed. Okay.
Can dwarves lose skills if they don't exercise them after a while?
Is there skill rust? I don't know.
Okay, I'll try to Google.
Yeah, someone has access to the internet. I always go to that screen by accident. Okay. This, blah, blah, blah. We're really gonna get... Oh, wait, is he not there? Gremlin squad. Baby, kill gremlin. Man, that's something's... What's going on? So I still have this madness too.
If a dwarf does not use a skill for a prolonged period of time, the skill will be labeled rusty. If this rusty skill continues to remain unused, it will be labeled very rusty. Skills remaining at very rusty for prolonged periods of time will gradually suffer permanent experience loss. It is not possible in-game to know whether a given skill has suffered level loss.
Great.
But any utility capable of reading exact XP skills will show a skill with a lost level as being at 100% of the XP required to take it to the next skill level. I'm so confused. I don't understand what they're saying.
He's got a decent dining room. That's not a decent dining room, you jerk. I'm gonna build a floor hatch.
Build him more bins, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna put more stuff in there. For Her Majesty, the Mayor. What I was doing with this other thing. This guy. Captain of the Guard. Seagun. We have this bedroom.
You're so much better at this game than me, Joe.
I don't know what caused you to say that.
I didn't say you were good.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for clarifying that. I was worried.
Well, you had to snipe at me for my comment. I
I said I don't know what prompted that. It just
I'm bad at the game. Like, I'm not very good, is what I'm saying.
What is happening with me? I can't... Holy gosh. Okay. Also, while we're doing this, let's check on my cooks.
You have a level 14, dude.
A lot of guys pumping up their numbers. Look at it all. So much cooking.
Yeah, how did my guys run out of food so fast? When your guys are using 4 ingredients and still... and we bought an entire caravan, I think.
I did this. You sent people to gather plants, but you did like a small section, which confused me. Just do the whole screen.
Okay.
Gather every plant on the screen. I do have a fair amount of animals now that I'm murdering. I don't want the babies. I want plus sign. Good. You get more meat when they're grown up, right? I'm just assuming that. I don't know why.
No, I think you do.
I've got these giant thrips coming, hopefully.
You got some poults that hatched last week, right?
Yeah, there's a pulse explosion up in my duck room here. Or my hen room.
I wouldn't call that a pulse explosion yet. You have some pulse. And troglodytes. Oh, those aren't the same. Okay. I'm looking in the wrong room.
You've seen, you mentioned you had a pulse explosion that was more imposing than this?
Well, maybe it looks more impressive on the unit screen. Maybe they're just all stacked up on top of each other, but yes, mine was...
No, this isn't especially large, right?
I think I had like 30, like between baby chicks and poults. It was pretty wild. Okay, see that now they're kind of spreading out. It looks a little bit more impressive on some of these frames. It's also a small room, so it's difficult to tell. People engraving a masterpiece. Is that like a carving thing? You got people carving the walls?
No, he's just decorating. Yeah, engraving the walls. I mean, a lot of what I've been doing recently is just standing very still. I think this was going to be another one of these.
Room with a bunch of armor stands in it?
Another place where I have 2 squads now, and I think I was setting them up to train here?
That's a good idea.
Okay, I have 109. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
80, 90, 100.
80 beds. 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Where are you getting 80, 90, 100? Are you just counting for fun?
You never saw that? There's an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 where they do that, where there's a person who's counting on screen. And they just keep going. One of my earliest memories of MST3K was that specific joke. I was like 10 at the tax person's office with my parents, like sitting in the living room while they were, I say office, you know, like this person worked out of their home, watching the Sci-Fi Channel, and they had MST3K on. I'd never seen it before then.
Love at first, Albert.
I think so. I remember enjoying it at the time. Decent.
How is this not decent, you jerk?
Oh, right. I thought it was yellow. I thought he said he had the decent one.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, if it's yellow, it's checked off.
No, red is not checked off.
Right, he has a grand bedroom. He's fine with the bedroom.
Why is it yellow then?
Where? The office and the dining room need to be upgraded. His quarters are fine.
Why just shove them all into one room?
Okay.
There's his dining room, and there's his office.
Well, then maybe put the bins next to those? Or do they all fill the same room?
Yes.
Because it filled up?
You know what? I'm going to put a better table down and a better chair. That's what I'm going to do.
You have any masterpiece chairs? Any artifact chairs?
Look, I have a teddy bear.
I don't... Where? What?
Oh, that's a kid.
You forget what the tiles look like, Joe?
It's going to blink and it'll be a teddy bear.
Okay. Maybe he's pretending he's a bear.
I always forget which is better. Oh, I'll have some decoration.
I was about to search for you, but okay.
Well, it's still worth knowing, I would think.
Item quality. So the 3 dashes is better than the plus sign. It's exceptional quality. The only thing better than that is masterful with the star.
With the star, there's 2 stars though.
Like a sun star. Like there's an asterisk that's superior quality. That's under the 3 dashes.
How do I see buildings again? Nope. I know this had some sort of fanciness to it, but I forgot to view T? Yes. Which star is that?
That is superior. It is under the 3 dashes, but above the plus sign. It's a 4x value modifier. The dashes are a 5x value modifier.
Yes, that did it. Woo!
Nice.
Weapon racks and armor stands and crap.
And rubber bands. And ugly mans.
No. Ah, doos poos moos. We hardly knew ye.
Let's go to our squad. And we're just gonna kill him. I think
the naming is absurd. Smooze-badoos.
I also want to, before I continue, I want to make sure I'm following him.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, some fishermen are about to get
Alright, here
something.
they come.
I don't know.
Where's my guys at?
Why does he keep stopping? Oh, is that you stopping it?
No, I stopped him. I'm trying to figure out where my
They're coming. They're somewhere.
many... Are they active? I'm worried that like they're inactive or something.
They're not active. They go through this, and of course they'd be. I mean, I don't think you would have shut them off. You can hit M. You stop following him.
I can still see him, but you're right.
Hit A.
Civilian alert is inactive.
Yes. Are they active trading? Alert state 2. Burrow. What did you do? Oh, you know what? You might have go to active trade. Okay, hit down. No, go left. Down. No, they're active training. What's alert state 2? What did you do? You made something different.
No squads, 1 burrow, 1 squad. So there's no squads in this one.
Doesn't look like it, no.
I think alert state 2 was for the where people.
Frontals? Oh, right. Okay.
This is the taut vessels. They have no burrow restrictions.
They're active. You can hit schedule to see exactly what they're doing, but I think this overrides everything.
Okay. Here comes a lasher. There's a bunch of guys sort of standing in the stockpile.
This is their, like, a monster to eradicate. Nope, they're just standing in the stockpile. Okay.
Come on, guys.
I don't even know where he is anymore.
Okay.
I
Creatures
hit
from
M
list.
just to triple check.
I have so many Crundles.
Hit M. Sorry,
hold
not on this. Hit schedule S. Yeah, they're just training. I don't know. They should be heading out. Oh, they are.
They got him? Did they get him?
Big G's.
Big G! Got the big G, guys! And he's not like a were person, so we don't have to worry about...
Well, it might be fun to see what...
Can it all end so quickly? Death is all around us.
Go to the actual giant smug boost.
Man, he didn't do anything!
No, he apparently just got...
Giant attacks the sword dwarf, but he jumps away. Giant passes out from exhaust. Okay, there was more.
A little bit of a...
He had
This is...
a short sword.
He missed.
This guy is such a nerd.
That was terrible.
My guys needed a W, is the thing.
I know, that's fine. It's just, that was weird. Look, it's by the 5th line of the first page. He's like, how fleeting life is beyond fear. That's what Smug Doozbazbooz said.
Idiot. Okay.
Stuff is so good.
That reminds
me...
me...
Pure injury, though, but we'll grab him.
I wanted to... So let's check the military list just to make sure nobody died.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to equip...
Wait a minute. Go back.
Go back to what? What now?
The list of people in the thing. Do you notice anything about one of their names? Oh, I'm sorry. I completely read that wrong. I'm an idiot.
Oh, okay.
I thought the on the right was...
Oh, those are candidates. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna...
those are candidates. I thought Wera Mammoth was in the squad.
Nope, not this time, guys. So they have individual choice, or they have these things. No, some of these are not checked off.
Correct.
They have melee weapon, melee weapon, melee weapon, melee weapon. They're checked on that. We're good then. These guys I put on crossbow, and we don't have crossbows yet.
Yeah, you were.
Is it better to Is it good to have guys that can do both? Oh, what's this? Giant louse. Well, I guess we'll try to kill them.
You have the weirdest Ecosystem.
Where's that louse at? Here, go kill him.
I've never been wowed by the crossbow people.
Yeah?
They
It's
always
just nice to have them if you have, like, a bird. And the bird can get away.
There's that. I mean, I always think about making, like, a pillbox. Like, hey, someone got... The ghost has been busted.
Yep.
Like just like a square thing they can shoot out of somewhere out in my lands, but what ends up happening is they get, like, a shot off and then get all excited and go running up and just hit them in the head with the crossbow. Which is not ideal.
Cancels construct bed needs logs. Now, there's logs all over the place, so what is going on there?
That workshop is probably taking from a specific thing.
I haven't set any of those up, though, intentionally.
Then I have no idea.
Maybe I have. I didn't mean to set that up. Where's my workshop at?
These are all kitchens.
They should all be kitchens. I'm just double checking that I didn't leave something up here. Carpenter's workshop. Yeah. Is it under profile? No.
No, it would be there. It would say it if it... You do it from the stockpile, but it would say it there too. Yeah, it's not giving anything either. I have no idea.
There's plenty of logs here.
Yep. You might have just been
Maybe they're all
lost.
designated for the roof? So even though the roof hasn't been built yet, he's like, well,
That's
I can't use those.
That's very, very, very possible.
I'll go ahead and chop down some more trees just in case.
You have some on the right that are already being chopped.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's fine, but you apparently
started raining.
Off at the pass. It's raining all over your food. All that meat.
Petitions. Yeah, you can eradicate some monsters. Why not? I want to check on my temple space here. We got all of our statues built. I think I'm going to go ahead and carve in here as well. Let's make it like a nice... I forget. Yeah. It's not smooth stone. Engraved stone. Here we go. E. And we missed some walls, Joe. Okay, that'll be good. Somebody will come in here and make this look nice. Make it look nice. Cancels drink, horrified. What did he see?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. They get all pissy if, like, someone they know dies.
Right. I want to view him. Caught in the rain. Saw Moma's bristle wheel's dead body. Well, go and, like, do something about it.
Saw a lot of dead bodies. Yeah, the corpse stockpile is sometimes a tricky thing. That I don't know.
I thought that was, like, way over here. Yeah, we have corpse and refuse, or garbage, something, right over here. So why is that?
Well, is he the guy I mean, these things last for a long time. He might have been the guy who had to keep picking up the body and putting it in the ocean, and then it would wash up again, and then he had to pick up the body and put it in the ocean, and it would wash up again.
Zasset is very drowsy. Why can't he just go to sleep?
He can.
Are these all full now?
Unless he's having a temper tantrum.
Okay, they're not all full. Oh, don't allow pets. Alright, so we got room more for more corpses.
You got room more? What?
Room more for corpses. I think I'm gonna build, if I have some statues,
children's book.
I'm gonna go ahead and dig out, like, this area here. No, I want to dig! Darn it! And just put a bunch of statues right there, and maybe give some more happy thoughts as they come through here.
Is your mayor set up? Again, I found that to be helpful too.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I have a mayor.
Okay.
What does he require? Let's look at him. He has meager quarters, needs decent quarters.
He also wants you to make 2 bucklers.
Well, they're 2 of 2. That means it's done already, right?
Oh yeah, I guess it's done. When did you make bucklers?
I don't know. Maybe he mandated it. I thought it just happened when they mandated it.
Oh really?
That was my impression. All right. Well, we're gonna go. I think we'll put him right under the temple. Or no, he can be up here. So he needs a little more stuff.
What are these rooms?
These
right
are my
off
bedrooms.
The stairs, huh?
Yeah, it's accessible. We'll start with that.
I like that. I usually just make the boxes and just they have to go out to the hall to get to their dining room, but that's nice.
Yeah, I thought I would, not make it horrible as I possibly could anyway. We're gonna go ahead and make these bedrooms. People be happier if they have beds to sleep in.
Oh my god. Before, that was just a soft coating over a plank of wood, but now I see.
It's a room with a bed in it. People have insights like that in real life. Right?
I'm trying to think. I guess technically someone has had that at some point.
Well, like, look at things in a different way. They're like, oh.
But yeah, but not a bed.
Is it always construction suspended with
Yes.
Okay, cool. Wanted to be sure. What if you'd never seen a bed before? And you're like, what is this for? You're like poking around on it, and then you go back outside and sleep on the floor, and then then you come in and you see somebody, you're like, oh, wow, it's a bed!
Are there people who have never seen beds?
Surely. In the world?
Ooh.
Oh, like there's some, far-flung places out there.
Yeah, but they all sleep.
Not necessarily on, like, a Tempur-Pedic comfort number or whatever.
I think it would translate. It's an interesting question, in all honesty, but I think that if someone walked in who had been sleeping on woven reeds, they'd be like, oh, that's your bed. War elephants, and how to defeat them. Or at least make it really messy for the people using the war elephants.
Oh, man.
I don't know what the benefit of doing this is, but I'm going to do it because I've started it.
Doing what now?
Making the captain of the guard have a fully functional room as well.
Maybe it'll make him less grumpy?
I guess. I mean, everyone's got pretty swell rooms, except for the people, I guess, the reindeer bull got stung by a honeybee.
The dwarves of the book...
Now,
go back,
yes.
Hit A. No, now
Nice.
I know a few facts about giant thrips training.
Very nice.
I wonder if they know about how they fly.
No one does, Albert. Oh, stupid birth.
I thought you said stupid Perth for a second. It's like,
Stupid
you don't
Perth.
have to, like, make our friends in Australia mad.
Yep, just random Perth hate.
Listening to their podcast right now.
Oh, that's right, I'm out with curry bush seeds. Such a huge... And of all the things I got, no one had... Stupid. No one had... The caravan did not have... Oh, I have no honeycomb. This is all getting interesting. The caravan had no stupid rock nuts.
Rock nuts! I remember that, yeah.
I need those.
Well, you're still engraving a bunch of masterpieces, so that's good.
They just move down... Once they get good, they just move down the wall. The brass skunks. Remember that. They just make masterpieces everywhere.
Man, how come you're getting in masterpiece spam and I was like, bad mood, no logs. Because of the logs, no barrels to put our food in. Ran out of food even though we bought an entire caravan.
Because from the start, I was working this fort as well as I could. No, there've been plenty of problems, but I've tried to stay on top of things as best I could.
You didn't try to kill everyone with an intentional cave-in?
The cave-in? No, I did not. That was not a thing I did. What was this going to be? Was I making a library?
I love your immediate switch from I've been doing and like I don't know what this was supposed to be. It's understandable. It's a big fort. Playing week to week like this is really it's easy to lose track. Especially when you're playing other forts, like, to keep sharp on how to play the game.
The Shizraz bells.
Vibrate.
Oh, no, I didn't want to make parts. I want to just make an instrument. I just want, like, this thing, fine.
Bidnas! Ain't none of y'all bidnas!
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns.
I don't get the reference?
That's what everyone learns to play on the recorder first. So I'm just assuming that's what's going to be. Still got someone in depression.
Too depressed.
Too depressed.
You said you were going to start learning to play the guitar pretty soon here, right?
I'm debating it.
You have a guitar you haven't, like, I guess done much with?
Is this being trained for war?
Yeah, it looks like it.
No. Is it? Where are my bolts?
Hit W and
wild?
try to tile?
Semi-wild? No, it won't toggle on and off.
Yeah, I see that.
I guess puppies can't, but like a dog, no?
So D must be domesticated.
Okay. W is on the right if it's for war. On the left, I don't know what it is. Probably
wild. And then A is available? No.
I want it to be available.
Yeah.
No, that's over on the right.
What did you push to get the A to come up on this?
Enter.
No, it's...
Oh, to get the A to come up? I have no idea.
I thought
Hunting?
maybe you didn't toggle it. So that's hunting training.
Maybe any trainer? Yeah, that's the trainer. I don't know why I have a trainer for this dog. Whatever, we're trained to hunt now. That's a thing. That's now happening.
Yay!
I also have all of these... I have a Gorlock. I can't, like... maybe, can I slaughter the cave toads? Can't slaughter the troglodytes. Or the troll. We're gonna use these guys for training. That's what we're gonna do.
You're just gonna lock your guys in there and then set them free?
Well, no, we'll set them free in their barracks.
You can make like an arena, right? Or
yeah.
I guess the arena would be like if you wanted them to fight each other.
Yeah?
We've never done that before. We've never made like a creature arena.
Yes, we have.
Have we?
Yes.
It's been a long time since we did that before.
That is very true. That was very early, and that's when we were playing Fortress mode. Just like you playing Fortress mode. Where are you at? The giant thrips. To go in with the other giant thrips.
I'm sad they're not available for war training, Joe. I
That'd be
really,
pretty sweet.
I really want, if I was doing like modifications in the raw files, I would make just every creature available for war training. Because
War
that's
drafts.
the kind of fun thing that I want in Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, absolutely.
We keep talking about doing one of these with things modified. Maybe time is coming up to do that.
I mean, it's a very basic kind of modification.
But we still haven't done it. We just keep talking about it.
So this, you're just expanding
dog.
your stock room here?
Yeah.
What's up against the top wall there?
Where?
Of the stock room. There's just all a line of something. Beds? Bins? Oh, okay.
No, bed is like... This is a bed.
Your tiles are different than mine, so...
Yes, we've discussed that.
I know. I was explaining why I didn't understand what those were.
Aha! Some more of that than their stuff.
Iron breastplate.
Have you ever done ballistas?
I have, I think, built one. I don't know if it actually was
same.
useful in any kind of battle. I think for them to work well, you kind of need to have like a corridor with a ballista pointed down it. That's what
awesome.
My experience has been. You can't just like have it rolling around out on the battlefield firing at giant stuff. As awesome as that would be.
You can. Just what would that gain you?
I mean, it would be awesome. I just did an episode of the Bad Ideas podcast with Tony, and we talked about the Pyrrhic Wars, yes. I guess. I guess you could... There's several different battles, and it was spread across several years, but he brought elephants to the Romans, like in Italy, and the Romans had never seen elephants before, and the first time he brings them out, like, it's super effective, because the horses aren't ready for it, and the Romans aren't ready for it, and they get them in a rout, and although the elephants are kind of hard to control, so they mess up Pyrrhus's forces as well. But the second time, like the next battle happens the next year. Like the Romans run away, and Pyrrhus has to winter somewhere, and the whole time throughout the winter, the Romans are building like anti-elephant battle wagons that have like spears sticking out the front and blades that come out the sides, and they throw flaming grapnels at the elephants, and also they have space for archers. I'm just saying what it said on the internet, man. I don't know. It's just like they just said, well, these things are giant. Let's make a machine that'll just do everything we could think a machine might do against these things and see if it works.
And did it?
Actually, no, it didn't.
Okay.
Disappointing end to that story, I know, because you conjure up this idea of these wagons with like not thousands, but like bunches and bunches of implements sticking out of them, flaming spears and shooting flaming stuff at the elephants, and it just might have been a little bit too unwieldy.
Clothe your mood.
I laugh at your misfortune, but you probably actually already have all that set up.
This guy's just dead in a cage, and I don't know what to do about that.
Can you could put it under your gate and Atom smash it.
62 days in prison. I'm trying to dump him right now, so we'll see how that goes.
Some good masterpieces.
I think the engravings are starting to cheer people up.
That would be good. You have a really nice dining room too.
I have that big space down below that I don't know what to do with. And a war dog I don't know what to do with. Do I have to put the dog in the training area? I don't know. Albert is making full use of his fishermen.
They're still canceling on the needing logs. I've got people out here who are hauling logs, so we'll just not worry about that. This Bimble has slipped into depression.
Yay!
Cancels construct rock coffin 2 depressed.
That's pretty great.
When your coffin maker is too bummed out to work. Meanwhile, this guy's corpse is still out here. Is there anything good on it? It's got task. Can I...
That means someone's trying to pick it up.
Okay. I forbid and unforbid, because I thought maybe that would help.
Sometimes that jogs them, yeah.
It's a horseshoe crab walking around, I think.
I agree.
This I don't
fishing?
understand. There's a lot of fishers in this optimizer, which might be good for us.
I would hit V and check.
Okay.
We might have a drink problem.
All right, let's see what they're doing here.
Fish. All right, stand corrected.
Yay!
Drink.
Well, no, I mean, it was a good
drink.
thing to check.
That guy definitely said drink at the end.
Well, let's look at our
I
units.
love how the pertinent information was ignored by Albert as he cheered for himself.
We actually don't have that much alcohol. Are we on the brew drink from plant train? We are.
Choo choo. Is your brewer horrified or dead or something?
That's possible. Let's check on that.
In the squad?
That also could be. So we have several.
Any number of things.
Let's see. Our guy with the most, which we don't have a lot of people with brewing experience.
We have a lot of people. Should have plenty. Let's see. That guy's messed up. That guy's fishing. That guy's building something. Yeah,
we need a woodcutter. I'm actually going to take this off of him so we can have our woodcutter do his thing. We got loads of fishermen, so we're going to remove that and remove food hauling, and we'll make this guy sort of our main. In fact, where am I go? I want to make sure he's out of everything. Clear all labors. No, wrong one. There's no Control Z either. That's annoying. This guy.
Yeah? That guy?
Was that the guy? I don't think it was.
I've lost track of what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to get this dude to be my only brewer.
Cool. I thought you wanted him woodcutting.
Did I? I might have.
No. Things change very quickly when you're making decisions.
We've got lots of woodcutters. We're going to commit these changes. Hopefully he'll be able to go and brew. I want to double check on my farms to make sure that we are... Plum helmets are in there anyway. Like the field is sown.
Yes.
This knee is running out of... We don't have any seeds, and those are almost completely all harvested, so we'll go with maize, I guess?
Yeah.
This one doesn't seem to have any seeds either.
Now,
Fisher berries.
I think when you cook something, you don't get seeds from it, so I don't know how you're supposed to... Let me double check that.
Needs unrotten cookable item.
Oh, you're out of food.
After buying all of that stuff, huh? We also have this needs log spam, which is just...
We have a
wild.
fairly giant building being done.
Okay, I mean, that's true, but it's not... First of all, it's not being done that quickly. I guess other stuff is happening.
Yeah, so if you cook these things, you don't get a seed?
I guess not.
You get a seed. Seeds are produced by brewing, milling, processing, or by dwarves eating the plants raw.
I know what's happening. They're cooking my wine. I'm going to toggle that off. Cancels wooden barrel, needs logs. We're going to go to our kitchen again and slaughter some animals. I had a Pult explosion in my personal fort. They were just everywhere.
Yeah, that'll definitely happen.
Oh, that's somebody's dog. We'll get that rabbit. Stray llama, fine. I'll wait for these puppies to grow up. We can go ahead and kill off these dogs, I guess. And I don't have any Pults. Did I set up Pult stuff in this one?
I have no idea. I say a lot of things that are great ideas and then nothing happens a lot. So
I don't see any nest boxes. So here's all my guys down here. We can go ahead and build some nest boxes. We'll build like some iron ones since we're running out of wood apparently.
I'm a little blown away that cooking Man, so all these... Like, if you're cooking the maize you're growing, you're just not getting seeds in return. That seems insane to me. I don't know how to keep that going.
I want to check on my papaya. Those are things you can eat. I'm going to go ahead and put up a gather right there. That's a fruit gather. And that's all fine. We have a lot of papayas here. Macadamia, those are nuts. Date palms. I'll put
Dog
some
meat.
around the date palm. And the macadamia. That's also a gather.
Sure. Oh, your depot's clean.
Yeah, everybody hauled all the food.
What's that explosion of leather, though, on the left of your...
Where? Oh, okay, so let's look at that. That's a good question. Maybe it's something from somebody who got killed? It's just moose leather.
And cave bear leather. And aardvark leather.
Yeah, that must be from
Trundle?
something that got killed?
Coyote. Interesting. The moose, probably.
A moose da cha, a moose da cha, a moose da cha cha.
What?
Sorry, that's a thing my kids have.
Should let your wereman this out to kill forgotten beasts.
Yeah. Oh, a new season. While this is happening, I'll go ahead and read my dwarves. I am 35 minutes in. Yowza.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
It's so nuts. Let's get nuts. Man. My cooks have not leveled up as much as I would have hoped.
You hit a wall with food already. It's crazy.
All the food that I bought, too. Like, you would think
I know.
that would be a thing, but apparently either everybody's hungry or...
doesn't matter.
Now, needs logs. We're still having the log spam. Rock pot, I guess, is what we're going to have to do. And put that at the top.
Huh.
I got to check on this. This is not happening. If I cancel this, I know I want to do this, but let's say, so build, or no, Q. Let's just
Here comes a guy.
remove building. You can't do this as a box, I don't think.
No. Ooh. Oh, that's neat. Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yum, yum. Breakfast burrito.
These guys seem to be
Like,
a little
wait, what?
confused, already.
I don't know what to do. Throwing a tantrum.
Cancels. Engrave a memorial. Throwing a tantrum.
Bemble, what is your problem, man? Where are you? There you go. Okay.
That was a lot of red on that announcement screen. I could do without all of those creatures he's not a nature myth, not a nature lover.
We can send him back to negotiate with the elves. Member of the Book of Fathers. Content, annoyed when caught in the rain?
Night after drinking water without a well.
Okay. I mean, that's a problem. Drink.
Ironic. Al is gone and just starts reading the wiki as he's known to do.
Animal training. That's probably not... There it is. Okay, yeah. So what are you trying to do here?
I don't know.
With the war dog. You said you wanted to train him?
I just don't know how that works.
An animal training zone or pasture is required for all training activities for animals.
Okay.
So you need to make an eye zone, I want to say?
Yeah, that's over here. This whole room is an eye zone.
Oh, okay.
The dog isn't penned there. God bless you. Also, why are there kennels then?
Kennels, so this is actually at the top. It's a bit counterintuitive, but only training or taming vermin requires a kennel.
Well, that makes sense. That's not even counterintuitive. That's just insanity.
I mean, you know, that's really what insanity is. Just a high level of counterintuitiveness.
But it's not like it runs counter to what you think. It just runs completely. It completely zigs. No, it doesn't zig instead of zag. It like avocados instead of zag. It vermins instead of zag.
Okay, I mean, listen, you're not using a kennel to squeeze fruit juice, all right? I think you're overstating the severity of this weirdness.
But a kennel is definitely for dogs.
Which are animals. I'm not saying it's, like, you're just overstating, like, they already said it was counterintuitive, and you're like, it's not counterintuitive!
It's not. It's, because then you would... It's just different.
I accept that it's not counterintuitive to you, Joe.
Yes. That's my point. Entirely. Whoop! Oh no, that's not good.
So the animal needs to be in a cage to be trained?
You're not laughing.
Sorry, no, I was trying to figure out, help you with your question.
I somehow or other played a macro.
I would just like put beds everywhere they didn't need to be?
No, it put a row of armor stands down here for some reason.
Okay.
Yes. My thoughts exactly. Is it counterintuitive?
I'm trying to figure out if you can train, you must be able to train animals that you already have that aren't like, well, they're domesticated. So when you're training, so you want a war dog? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just wondering, yeah, how this war dog works. Dog.
Requires an uncaged animal with trainable or trainable war, although no such animals exist. As all currently all war trainable animals can be trained for hunting as well.
Let's do that. Wait.
Pastured animals can only be trained if the zone is located within their pasture. So you need to pasture the dog you want to train in the training area, and then you toggle him on for training.
So I gotta put him there. Okay.
It also says war animals are significantly stronger than their untrained counterparts. War dogs make excellent companions when starting a fortress when you can't spare many dwarfs for fighting.
So I can put this...
You can also assign them to your, like, specifically to the guys in your military.
Should I put him in a cage?
No, just pasture him in that...
So I can't. It's this kind of zone, not a pasture zone.
Can't you make it both?
I can. I can make it both.
Yeah.
I don't know which dog it is.
Like, that's your problem.
We'll just do these guys. You know what? We'll make every dog a war dog.
They don't have names, do they? That's not lame.
No, they don't. Or numbers or anything. It's a little confusing. So this guy's still just sitting here, dead in this cage. I don't... Should I...
It doesn't seem like you got a lot of dwarves going in there that often, so it shouldn't be a morale problem. What is that?
It's bothering me.
What is that room even? Is that your jail?
That's the jail? I think he died in jail?
Do you have enough coffins and stuff? I don't know where your coffins are.
I've just started building some.
Okay.
More.
I know it's not as big of a problem for you, but I thought that might have been it.
Burial. Door.
Door!
See what that does.
Oh man. I just got like a little awe moment here reading this at the end of the paragraph about bonding. It says, it is unknown whether working with a bonded animal gives a happy thought similar to the one gained from talking to a friend.
Aww.
I know, right? We don't even know if it could, but like just the thought that it might just bubbles up in my heart a little bit.
Alright, the dogs are in there. I'm gonna make every dog... What is Z? Search dog. We're all war dogs.
Aww. Daw.
Oops, what did I do? Slot trainer, trainer, okay. Okay. Dog. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, you got some masterpieces being cooked. That's not as frequent as I would have expected it to be, considering how many high-level cooks you have.
What do you do with trained vermin?
I keep bumping the mic when I turn my head.
That's what you do with them? That's weird. So confused. But I'm gonna free some animals for these guys to murder. First up, I think it was 2 trolls or something. Go, go, go.
So you can have them as pets. It doesn't look like they're good for war animals, because they're probably too small.
Good chunk. Yay, fight, fight, fight. Good, excellent.
I wonder if the dogs can learn from each other when they've been trained. Like, is there like a group learn?
Okay, why aren't you getting your boots? This is really annoying. I'm switching these guys to replacing their military equip. You guys are replacing clothing with your stuff.
This is the opposite of that sentence I read earlier, Joe. There isn't much purpose to taming vermin. It allows vermin to be adopted as pets, but few dwarves have a preference for vermin, so they will rarely be adopted. We're on the island of misfit pets. Oh man, that's so sad. You're gonna be tame and you're gonna like it. Well, some little boy or girl is gonna love you, Mr. Batty. And then Mr. Batty goes in the pet store and just like sits in the cage and gets depressed because all the little boys and girls want dogs and puppies.
What, now you're empathizing with the vermin?
They got trained to be pets and then they couldn't be pets, Joe.
And you named him Mr. Batty?
Because he was a bat.
Oh. Okay. That was a leap I didn't catch, but okay. Fair enough.
That was one of the types of vermin you could have, so that they listed.
I didn't know that.
Rats, bats, and
That
lizards.
might have helped. That would have helped to know that.
That's the name of the punk rock band that Rick Chee's going to be in pretty soon. It's called Rats, Bats, and Lizards. He's getting
I don't believe you.
Point Pleasant here in a little while.
No, it was, what was it?
Pikes Peak? Peak something? Point Peak? Mount...
No, it
Pleasant?
was, I'm not gonna remember it. At any rate, our good friend Richie Plays used to do awesome Let's Plays. Oh god, this guy finally started a construction. And then he went to college and got cool and joined a punk band and doesn't do Let's Plays anymore.
It wasn't the Let's Play so much, it was the tutorials that I missed.
Oh yeah. That's in my head, it's the same thing.
He would always build like, here's how to build this cool Minecraft thing, and I would watch it and I'd be like, never actually gonna build this cool Minecraft thing, but it's cool to watch somebody else do it and know that it's possible.
Ugh, look at all this spam I have, Albert.
Yeah, wow.
All these masterpieces.
Oh boy. I don't know if your fort's gonna make it, Joe. My personal playthrough fort currently is turtled because the dead walk.
Oh, that's
and I've got like 30 or 40 undead things outside my walls and about 10 soldiers, so probably not a good idea to send them out.
Will your people, if they die, become zombies?
That has not happened yet, as far as I can tell. Maybe if they get bit, but I just turtle everybody and close the gate, so I'm just dealing with them as they come over the wall.
A biome? Oh, they can come over the wall, right. You learned that too.
Yep. But only, like, as individuals. Like, they didn't swarm over the wall. They showed up and one guy was immediately inside my fort after I'd closed the gate. I was like, no! Why? This isn't fair! And then, like, it was just him and then one other guy later. So, I'd actually prefer that. Because I think, like, okay, you guys just come at me one at a time. Yeah, and we'll be good.
They're hard to... Do they keep coming up and, like, does their skin come after you?
That has not been a problem, no. I have a decently...
I heard that got changed.
Yeah, I have a decently outfitted force, and they went up against him and killed him, and, like, my people aren't thrilled right now with how things are going, but the fort is essentially still okay. I might have to, like, make a corridor of
right glove
weapon traps or something and, like, punch through the wall and see if they get killed coming in that way.
Masterpiece biscuits. Which makes sense, because Al's doing the Great British Baking Show at this point. Sort of.
We're going up on that wine number, at least. So we're not cooking that anymore. Yeah, it was 1.
Oh.
Now it's
it was
10.
20 a while ago. Check.
It went down pretty quick.
Yeah, well, with 60 dwarves?
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. And okay.
Not to mention all the people you've approved to live in your fort.
Rock pots. Those are not happening yet. I just want to know, did we get... Okay, it seems like the log spam has stopped. And we're creating masterpiece level biscuits. Welcome to Masterpiece Biscuits with me, Albert. We're gonna go ahead and build some of these good statues, I guess.
Bread and circuses, folks.
I want my
check out our
to
great
be happy.
statues. That's interesting. That guy's standing at a coffin.
Maybe he's grieving.
This guy's eating lunch next to him.
They're so it looks like don't have any more guys who we could bury that.
What killed all of your people?
It's difficult when you leave a fort for like 3 months and come back to it to figure out.
We're well past that, Albert. I also have to say, again, through editing, I noticed that your bafflement happened before we took our break. So I don't really think you can use that as a crutch anymore.
You're the one who's baffled.
I'm... Alright.
Perpetually,
fine, yes.
One might say. Unrotten cookable. Huh, where can we get...
Turn that back on me, jerk.
Some more cookable items. Well, before we do that, let's think about our nest boxes, which we had built.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can get more...
Cookable items.
Yeah. This is not something I can do nest or planning mode on, apparently.
Nope. Where are these going? Oh, I see. I couldn't find your cursor for a second.
I can't find my cursor now.
Coffin. Ah! You're building a coffin. I am the baffled one, though. Stop building a coffin.
I'm not. I hit Shift N. Frank.
You have people sleeping on the floor?
I'm gonna go ahead and make a plump helmet stockpile here by my brewery. Which is something that you should do like way earlier than this. I think it'll be good for us. It'll be under food, yes. Block all. There's a lot of different kinds of animals. Oh wait, we should just go through plants? Yeah. There they are. I saw them. Plump helmets.
Are they cooking the plump helmets?
So it's dwarven wine? I don't know what that, well, the current thing that we have is dwarven wine, which is going up again.
Yeah, but in the vegetables, are they cooking plump helmets? Kitsy.
Okay.
Go to kitchen. Plump helmets are not being cooked. Okay.
Yeah. They are brewable. Everything is open to brew and to cook. And we've got raw mussels that we can cook.
Yes. You got a lot of depressed people.
Well, but my statues. I'll build some more here. Can they walk over statues?
I think so. I forget. We've discussed this numerous times.
Hey, wooden barrels completed. Log spam is done. Wonder they're not putting any rocks in my rock stockpile. I wonder if we haven't done like any mining. And I wonder if we're actually out of rocks. That would be wild. Let's go ahead and mine some stuff.
You're basically you have to wind up here.
I know. I'm just setting up some mining, and then we'll be good. Yeah, no, the miners weren't doing anything, so that might have been actually why that rock stockpile was empty. Hey, grown attached to a iron warhammer.
Grown attached to a.
Yeah. So I like the. I'm happy that we're having these kinds of problems, Joe, when it's just like a giant invasion and I feel overwhelmed. This is actually like management stuff, and I feel like we're gonna get there.
Fair enough.
Now, I say that. Obviously, I'm still losing. Let's take a look.
Well,
Final
check.
Okay, this guy bumped up to 7. So we've got a 7, a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 0. Couldn't be at a 1 for the countdown, huh?
Keenath, the other white meat. Shoe-strapped the autonomous twilight. Description.
By Stephanie Meyer.
All crayfish high quality is encrusted with cushion claystone cabochons decorated with cow leather and circled with bands of sheep wool and alpaca leather. It's made from sheep wool cloth. The thread is midnight blue with dipple dye. I did not know that would happen. This object is adorned with hanging rings of goose bone. On the item is an image of goblin caps in donkey bone. On the item is an image of Besmere Hotch cloisters, the dwarf in iron. A lot to fit on a
glove.
Yeah,
on a single glove.
Aesop relic skulls, the dwarf and dwarves in custard apples. Aesop relic skulls is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Aesop relic skulls to the position of baroness of the weak nets in the early autumn of 128.
Is like each finger host to one of these images, or what is going on there?
It is an awful lot to put into a glove. I agree.
I think that might be the most involved artifact I've ever seen.
They're starting to get, a little better. Sock, shoe, tunic, maybe some.
I mean, I've seen some better art. I'm not saying it's good, Joe. I'm just saying it's noisy.
I understand, Albert. I get it. You don't need to keep rubbing in how I'm not good. I'm just.
I specifically said you're doing amazingly well compared to me, but maybe not other people.
You said you're better at me than this game, and I was like, well, thank you. And your response was, well, I didn't say you were
thank
good.
You. You were like, I don't know what that means.
I was thrown off because I've never received a compliment from you.
I had to walk it back because you were so hostile.
I wasn't hostile. I was just stunned. They're my dogs. I guess I'm gonna slaughter one of these
Polts?
thrips. Not Polts.
I guess that's a good reason
crazy.
to tame them, so you can slaughter them.
Yes, that's the only way I've seen it work. Otherwise, you have a guy who's like, "I'll take this hostile beast to the kitchen," and escapes instantly, and you're just like, "Well, that's not great."
Oh, so they will
This guy
try
has
though.
nothing. Feet uncovered. He needs another iron boot. Okay. Yeah, they'll try. Oh, they'll try. Yes. I always do that.
I don't even know what that was. Was that DF hack?
That was DF hack. Yes.
It had a lot of like weird hexadecimal numbers in there. I thought, anyway. Maybe I didn't see it correctly.
What?
But I might not have seen it correct. Yeah, there's that 0x0001C46. That's hex, right?
I have no idea. Astesh artisanal in the roughness. Okay. Oh, the roughness. Astesh. Iron high boot. You should have your stuff, dude. What are you doing to me? Why aren't you picking up your iron hard boot?
You could do a specific one for him.
I did. It was on specifics.
Oh, well, that I don't know. You've got one. He needs two, right? Oh, well, I don't know who you're at now.
I think this is a boot.
Oh,
He
is
has
it?
this on, look. On his right foot, he has, Kulet Olin. But he's missing his iron high boot for his left, for his... What? Yeah, he's missing an iron high boot. Alright, I'll redesignate.
Well, just, yeah, maybe pick a different one.
Specific shoes, iron high boot.
If he had a problem with that one before, he might have the same problem. Hey! Sorry. Cranking out the masterpiece coffins.
Yeah, everything I do is masterpiece now. It's no biggie.
Can I see your guys' levels again? You don't have to pause the game or anything. We
For
can get to
what?
it. Just your cooks. I actually don't know what, maybe I should just wait. We're like 40 minutes in, so I'll just wait until you do your closing look at levels.
Yeah, or butchering that toad.
So how do you feel like this turn went, Joe? You got some animal training happening.
I actually have green squares for all of my, except for this idiot, all of my soldiers. Oh, you're so stupid.
Well, hopefully that foot doesn't
He's
get
not
lopped
in the.
off.
I see. He's not in the army currently. He's off training, and he went to do a job without grabbing
You had
his.
everybody on 10.
No,
Oh, okay.
I usually do 8 or so.
Well, maybe he'll get it better then.
Yeah, I'll grab it once this job's over, probably. I did it again.
Oops. I did it again.
Masterpiece Kenoff trousers.
What's a Kenoff?
I need me some rock pots or wood barrels. There's the toad. Oh, I saw the toad was getting slaughtered.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I am reading about Kenoff. A fiber plant native to East Central Africa where it has been grown for several thousand years for food and fiber. Oh, you can eat it too, apparently.
I need a whole lot of rock pots. A lot plural there, though. And these poults grow up. Yum, 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 yum.
So it's kind of like a bamboo shoot, I guess?
I was trying to say a bamboozle, and I was about to be very... You know what I could do here? This is Michelangelo's statue yard.
Oh, interesting.
Yes? Would you like to share with the class?
No, the idea of Michelangelo's statue yard. It was just...
Oh.
No, I'm just reading. So apparently, mostly it's not used for clothes these days. I guess it's kind of coarse, but they use it a lot for rope, twine, and like I guess it'd be similar to what you would call sackcloth.
What if it's a masterpiece made out of it? Is it still itchy?
Well, interestingly enough, there's actually two different kind of fibers from the Kenoff. Like the outer fibers are coarser, and then the inner ones are supposed to be softer. So if it was a masterpiece, they probably separated those out and used just the inner ones.
Put that work in.
It doesn't look like very many people wear clothing made out of Kenoff.
Pull lever. No. Pull lever. No. Pull lever. No. Pull lever. This guy's gonna pull the lever. Chunk.
What happened
I
here?
got out the door. So I've been putting bad guys into their training room and then hooking up levers to the cage so that then I can pull the lever and they have to fight it.
Oh,
Almost got a
that's
little
why
out of
there's
hand.
blood all over your training, or your military
Yep.
room.
We've gone live.
Woohoo!
Oops, no, I didn't want to stop removal. That was weird.
And this person
Yes.
from startupfashion.com has an article, 4 reasons why Kenoff is a great fabric for sustainable fashion. But she doesn't actually, like, seem to have any pictures of anybody wearing any Kenoff clothes.
Well, no,
It's just
she has
like,
to
you
state her
can grow
cause
those,
and-
you can grow them and stuff, so it's good for the world.
Ugh, why are you throwing a tantrum? I hate you people so much. First pleasure at seeing a fine door, horrified after witnessing death times 8. The army isn't for you, son. So this guy still
Not good to have in the military, I guess.
I guess. But they usually... What are they killing? That's so horrifying. Oh, I have some... people to put into jail.
Oh, what are they doing?
Forget about.
What was their crimes?
Stops. Disorderly conduct, disorderly conduct, disorderly conduct.
Like, what kind of disorderly conduct? They're just, like,
Oh, Laura?
getting all drunk and stuff?
Doesn't say, they just have multiple witnesses.
Okay.
Zulban Odalon, Sibrek Matalugum, and... I can't see, it says more here, but I can't get to it. I don't know, I'm hitting all the up-down things I can. I guess I'm...
Yeah, you're at
Yeah.
time. And I'm sort of in the rabbit hole of, are there Kenoff clothes or not? There appear like there maybe are. It doesn't seem to be like a big industry. I would love to hear from people who know different, though. If you watch this episode and you're like, I am in the Kenoff clothes industry and we are huge. Thank you very much. Please write in. Can we see your final tally on the cooks?
I just realized that's one of the guys in my army. I mean, I realized that when I looked here, but...
Who? One of your cooks?
Adel, who was depressed, was,
He didn't have his boot.
tantrums. He's in jail now. 14, just very little progress.
Yeah, that doesn't look like too much bumped up. You had, I think, a few went up to, I think you had a 5 and maybe more 6s before, so you've bumped up some of the guys.
I mean, they're improving, but yeah, it's
It takes a while.
slow going. It does. We're gonna have to make a decision if we should call this or something at some point.
Okay, that's mostly up to you. You have the heavy lifting on the edit, so...
We'll see. I'll sign us out.
Sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, don't forget to click on that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and we will see you guys next time with more Joe vs. Al in Dwarf Fortress.